story, and a girl suspected to have started a fire at Nairobi Girls, Moi Girls here in Nairobi, which killed 9 of her colleagues, is set to be charged today. The minor was last week detained for 7 days, pending the completion of police investigations. She is expected to face murder and arson charges. According to investigators, the 14-year-old had threatened to cause harm after her parents refused to transfer her from the school. She takes plea a day after bodies of the victims were identified through DNA testing. Let me bring in my colleague Raquel Muigai, who's standing by at the Milimani Law Courts where all that is going to be happening. Raquel, do we know if the investigations are now complete? Remember that police had asked for some time to complete some of the questions and investigations that they had been conducting since that unfortunate incident. Do we know if this is done?
Betty, we still do not know if the investigations have been completed, but just last week when she appeared before court for the very first time, the prosecution had asked for 10 days to allow for investigations to be thoroughly done. But according to the court magistrate that time, Teresia Nyangara, just gave only 7 days after hearing all the applications from the lawyers and said that the girl will be detained for 7 days to allow for investigations. She had applied for bail, and therefore today we're just going to see how that turns out, given that all the sides will now come into play on how far the investigations have come so far since that fateful day on September 2nd. So if the bail will be reviewed or not depends on the side of the investigation that has been completed until then, Betty.
All right, we'll be crossing over there. Do we know, Raquel, what time this is going to be happening?
Betty, from the look of things, after just visiting the Children's Court, Courtroom 1, where she will be appearing, things have already been set up, and it looks like she will be expected any moment from now. So we're just keeping an eye on what time exactly she will be coming in, but be sure that we'll be keeping you updated on just how the proceeding will get to go.
Just before I let you go, the last time that she was in court and we're able to see some of the pictures, I mean, there are questions about, just how protected, was she, considering that she is a minor. So maybe you could talk to us about, the kind of protection that she has, even as she goes through this whole process.
Betty, this suspect is only 14 years of age and therefore still a minor under the laws of Kenya. And therefore, the fact that she still has not been charged, her identity has to be protected to just avoid all the defamation that might occur from just streaming her face on the media, as well as just everywhere on social media. So she is being protected until this case just gains momentum, and until then, probably even if she is charged, I still do not see if she's her identity will be revealed until then, because her age is still a limitation when it comes to matters of the law. Betty.
All right, Raquel Muigai there reporting from the Milimani Law Courts, and we'll be following up on that case. Remember